Trump's administration are no strangers to lying out their face holes and disrespecting the military.
There was also the incident in 2018 where Trump reportedly said that nearly 2,000 American Marines were suckers and losers because they died.
I've included a compilation far worse than that at the end of this video, but what we have to talk about today is a combination of both of those things coming together and absolutely blowing up in the White House's face. Because they were forced to take down an embarrassing video that they put up in honor of the Department of Defense's weird name change to the Department of War that is getting Pete Hegseth a ton of flack right now, and that people are saying is an act of stolen valor. Now, we'll get to the video that the White House was forced to humiliatingly take down in just a second, but before we get to that, they actually posted prior to that this Department of War promo video where you can actually see Pete Hegseth reading from his notes in his delivery. Watch this.
We have the strongest military in the world. We have the greatest equipment in the world. We have the greatest manufacturers of equipment by far.
This name change is not just about renaming. It's about restoring. At your direction, Mr. President, the War Department is going to fight decisively, not endless conflicts. It's going to fight to win, not to lose. We're going to go on offense, not just on defense. Maximum lethality, not tepid legality. Violent effect, not politically correct. We're going to raise up warriors, not just defenders. So this War Department, Mr. President, just like America, is back. Thank you for your leadership and your clarity. We're going to set the tone for this country. America first, peace through strength, brought to you by the War Department.
Yeah, and they also posted that video on the White House's official TikTok page, which if you have seen any of our recent videos, you know that going through the comments of the White House TikTok has become a pastime for this channel. So on that video, you have some glorious comments like these. I'm literally the worst president of all time. MAGA is hillbilly ISIS. Another distraction for the Epsteinth time. This is one of my favorite. No thanks, buddy. I'm MAGA. Mount Grapemore again. Put the files in the bag, bro. Whatever Trump has, I hope he's getting treated by RFK Jr. Where are the files? Epstein and Trump. Trump Blowfish. That's a new one. I actually haven't seen that one. And this is actually a really fitting and telling one. You just add the IST to the end of any of the beginning of any of those words. And the blowback did not end there, because the White House posted another video where Hegseth's getting even more flack. And for a very good reason. You see, the White House's Twitter account deleted a promotional video that falsely claimed Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth received, quote, the Bronze Star Medal for Valor. Now, I'm going to try to play the video for you here, but it does have copyrighted music in it, so I don't know if YouTube is going to allow me to show it. Let's give it a try, and if not, I'll read you the transcript.
Born in Forest Lake, Minnesota, a proud Princeton graduate,
just in case.
An officer in the United States Army National Guard.
Okay, that's true.
A veteran of Iraq and Afghanistan.
Okay, he did that.
Recipient of the Bronze Star Medal for Valor.
Oh, wait a second. He didn't fucking do that. Because the article goes on, the Hegseth video came after President Donald Trump signed an executive order on Friday that gave the Department of Defense the secondary title of Department of War. To celebrate the change, the White House posted that video boasting about Hegseth's military record, calling him an officer of the United States Army National Guard, a veteran of Iraq and Afghanistan, and recipient of the Bronze Star Medal for Valor, a warrior, a leader, and a patriot, and a severe alcoholic, but that was not in the video. The video, though, was immediately taken down as soon as journalists debunked the claim that Hegseth had received the Bronze Star Medal for Valor. Hegseth did receive 2 Bronze Star medals during his service, not for valor, though, which is pretty important, as we'll see, but for meritorious service, according to the Associated Press. And that's a pretty key distinction, because the Bronze Star Medal is considered the 4th highest ranking award a service member can receive, and it can be granted for valor, merit, and achievement. Hegseth's awards reflect commendable performance during his time serving, but Medals of Valor requires acts of heroism during combat. The distinction is so significant that Bronze Stars for Valor are marked with a special V. And users on social media were quick to call this out. They reposted the video highlighting the administration's blunder, saying that video misleads the public, disrespects those who've earned valor citations, and weaponizes military honor for political branding. Which, as we'll see in a second, like I said, is Donald Trump's modus operandi. Another user said deleting the video was the right call, but it never should have been posted with that false claim to begin with. Words matter. Valor and meritorious service are not the same, especially to those who've actually risked their lives under fire. Pete inflating his record, even by mistake, disrespects those whose Bronze Stars were earned in the heat of battle. And there is actually an entire website that I will link down below in the description titled nationalsecurityaction.org that has a downloadable PDF with citations about all of the times that Donald Trump has disrespected the military. But here is a compilation courtesy of MSNBC from a year ago of just the times he had done it in his first presidency alone.
As president, Trump was commander-in-chief of the armed forces, but was also publicly disrespectful to members of the armed forces. For example, anytime a U.S. service member dies while serving our country abroad, they are given what is known as a dignified transfer. Their remains are brought back into the U.S. through Dover Air Force Base, and they are carried by a team of military personnel off the airplane and onto the vehicle that will ultimately take the remains to the families. Now, presidents frequently attend dignified transfers as an act of respect for those who have given their lives to the United States. And when he was president, Trump told the press he went to tons of them. His words, to be precise, were that he had attended many, many dignified transfers. For the record, in September of 2020, there had been 96 dignified transfers since Donald Trump took office. President Trump attended 4 of them. Here was how Trump spoke about former U.S. Senator John McCain, a Navy captain who served for more than 20 years and spent 5.5 of those years as a prisoner of war in Vietnam.
The way Trump looks at it, he's at least better than everyone else in the race, beginning with John McCain.
A little bit. I mean, he was captured.
And he flew combat missions.
Question, does being captured make you a hero? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Because I don't like losers. But Frank, let me get to it. He hit me. He's not a war hero.
He's a war hero.
He's a war hero.
5.5 years.
He's a war hero because he was captured. I like people that weren't captured, okay? I hate to tell you.
Trump likes people that weren't captured and weren't killed, and not those suckers and losers who died for the country. And then when it comes to Trump's own military service, well, there isn't any. Trump got 4 deferments to avoid being drafted in the Vietnam War. One of them was for bone spurs in his feet. Back in 2018, the daughters of the now deceased Queens podiatrist who gave Trump that bone spurs diagnosis, they said that their father gave that diagnosis to Trump as a favor to Trump's father. Trump's father was the podiatrist's landlord. In exchange for that get out of the draft free card, the family of the podiatrist say the podiatrist got better treatment as one of Trump's father's tenants. The family says they don't even know if Trump was ever even examined for his alleged bone spurs.
So yeah, while MAGA will sit there and slurp down the lies like they're watching Fox News and not give a shit about a little correction like this and completely disrespect our military and the honor of the people who serve this country, let us not forget to remind them and remind the nation as a whole how Donald Trump actually treats and thinks about our honorable military servicemen and women, with both his words and his actions. And like I said, if that is something that you want to have the resources to be able to do and to support in your own lives with your families, then by all means, go to this website, download the PDF. You can see all of the instances here, and definitely drop a like on this video and subscribe so that this gets out there and more people see just how disrespectful this administration can be. Thank you all for watching and for caring and for doing the hard work to course correct this God-forsaken country. For Really American, I'm Kenny Hesse, and I will see you all in the next one.